Welcome back to another episode. Today's topic is about data, and more specifically, not all unlimited data is equal. So, why this topic and why today? Well, in the quest to get Ethan's new phone, we also had to find him a data plan or traditionally a cell phone plan. But these days, it's like a smartphone plan. It ends up being a data plan, a mobile data plan. So, my wife and I, we've had Verizon for a number of years now, but something very special in particular was what we actually received in 2013, almost 9 years ago. And that was the first Verizon unlimited data plan. So, this thing was like gold. I remember I got that plan, my wife got that plan, and when they asked us to upgrade, we just shook our heads and were like, no, 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 no. We're keeping this data plan. The whole idea for the data plan is to hold on to it and to actually draw it up as inheritance to our kids. It was that special and it was that revolutionary. They were one of the first few companies to actually do it. And then once they realized how much more money they could make by throttling up and down the data and the amount that was actually offered, well, that plan kind of disappeared. But we were grandfathered in for the fact that we never upgraded our phones and we kept the plan exactly as it stood. Now, in looking to see what options we actually have, we went to the Verizon store to get an explanation of what would it take to actually get our son added to the plan. So this is where it's incredibly important to do your own research and not just take what's at face value. When we went in, the first thing that we were told is that our plan was so very old that we should upgrade, which again, we kind of had our reservations about, but the gentleman, the consultant we actually met with, made a very compelling case. So much so that I actually had to write down a couple notes and made sure I followed up on them. Now, in doing so, essentially these days, the data plans come with a number of different features. In particular, 5G is something that is on the cutting edge and folks are jumping on the bandwagon for. But in addition to that, there are all of these subscriptions such as Disney Plus, Netflix, and a few other promotions that Verizon was actually incorporating as a part of the new data plan. But with everything considered, the consultant was telling us that, you'll get better service, you'll get unlimited data, you'll get all these extras, and it'll just be so much more worth your while, and it will be cheaper. So that sounds really great, doesn't it? But there was nothing written that was actually provided. And my big thing is there needs to be writing. I need to be able to look through and compare and know and understand the difference. Everything that we were given, from my standpoint, was speculation. It was just coming out of one person's mouth, and I was not declaring them an expert. So I went back and I did my homework. And this is what I found. The reason that all unlimited data is not equal is the terms. It's just like saying all contracts are not created equal because of the terms, because of what's written in the contract. Now, the big difference between the data plan that we had and the data plans that they have now is they have something called data throttling. That means that after you're past a certain threshold, they say that they can decrease the performance or of your network. So in other words, you may not be getting that speed or the quality that you actually once had. And that's what most of the data plans actually incorporate. Why? Because anytime the network's congested, they want to make sure that they put the higher priority traffic through. And if you're actually willing to pay more, that could be you. Now, in the case of our plans, our plan is so old that there is no language about data throttling within it. It just says unlimited data. So in our opinion, that plan is more valuable than the plans that actually use data throttling. Now, the question will remain, what happens when we actually end up switching to 5G? But every time we've had some type of upgrade over the last 9 years based on the data network, they've grandfathered us in on that unlimited data plan back from 2013. And we're sticking with it until it just does not exist anymore. So this is the lesson I wanted to share with you today. Not all unlimited data is created equal. You need to understand the specific terms and more specifically, this whole concept of data throttling. How does it actually affect your performance? So hope you learned a little bit of something there. And anytime you actually have a contract or something in front of you, do your due diligence and actually looking through it thoroughly. Don't just take someone else's word for it. So I appreciate you tuning in and can't wait to share another learning lesson with you tomorrow. Should be a good one. All right, till then, bye.